Yo, yo. There you go, Aaron. I would recommend maybe not doing it today. Who knows, though? How's everybody doing? No, let's appreciate that, man. Coming across the wire right now. Iran armed forces. The U.S. will be treated as a party to any Israeli attack and face a decisive response. What firm would you recommend for me starting on? Any tips would be appreciated. I'd recommend starting on either Lucid or Tradeify. Make sure you pick I would say Lucid. Get the get a 50K flex account. That's what I would recommend. JLB, what's up, man? Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm here now. See how well we can not blow up our accounts. That's always the goal. I'm gonna full port the personal capital account today. That's what I'm gonna do. Throw in five minis on it open. We're gonna see how it turns out. Eight, yeah, eight does sound better. Seven, maybe seven's a good luck. Seven's a good luck number. Got that Colin von Moger build. That dude's crazy. I like that guy a lot. I like his comeback story. I followed him before I don't know if you know his story. I'm sure you do if you know his name, but I was a big fan of his, and then he went through that tough time, to say the least. And his comeback has been amazing to watch. The Song Man, what's up? Good morning. It's end of day drawdown, and it's 2,000 or 2,500, 2,000, I think. Profit target's 3K. The reason I say them, though, is their payouts are they don't have a ton of crazy rules. Their payouts are very quick. It's easy to get them on the Flex account, and or I say easy. It feels easy to me, and they also don't have a time limit when you buy an eval. I think there's a couple other firms that have switched to that now. Also, I think Tradeify is one of them. But I just think all in all, Lucid's a good first eval to get. Let me text Baron real quick. I think I can get the inside scoop on this thing. Nancy will guide us. Imagine if you could do that. Ads Dad, what up? How we doing? Good morning. 50%, that means you can't, if the total profit is 3,000, that means you don't want to make more than 1,500 in a day. If you do make more than 1,500, it's not a big deal. You just have to make more to hit the target profit. So what you can do is if you buy a Tradeivate account, you can go into your risk settings, set the daily target profit to be 1,500, and immediately when you hit that target profit, it'll close any positions that you have open. That way you don't go over it. Bro's wild, friend's dead, and he attempted, yeah. I don't know that attempt was sincere, though. I'm pretty sure he was on some psychedelics and jumped out of a window thinking he could fly. He had a lot of stuff going on, man. He was going through it. Did you go to NC? I go there right now, to UNC. Yeah, I'm a student there right now. Are you gonna trade during FOMC? That's at 2 p.m. Eastern. Probably not. Probably not. How is oil not ripping after that news? Because the first ship passed through the Strait of Hormuz just a few minutes ago, and so I guess they're seeing that as a good sign. I'm not sure with the attack on the Saudi pipeline. I'm not sure how it's not going up, but we'll see. Did Bookmap make you a more profitable trader? Absolutely, without question. Did I miss the verse today? No, we read it at 9:20. I read it at 9:20. I try to give enough time for enough people to get in here. Blew my XFA yesterday, 2 days away from payout. Been there, bro. I've been there. Make sure you journal and figure out exactly what you did wrong. 9 times out of 10, you were focused on that payout and got excited and took trades that you normally wouldn't have normally would not have taken. You broke some rules. You got focused on the money. That's most of the time. That's what happens. It's happened to me plenty of times. I don't know how you do a stop loss on Robinhood. I don't do day trading with them. Wouldn't trade today, to be honest. There you go. Then sit it out. Yeah, we'll see if the order plays out. We shall see. Saudi pipeline was hit recently, not even last night. It was hit at local time 1 p.m., which was very recent. Yeah. I have a video, Aaron, on my page, exactly how to set up your Lucid account with TradingView. It walks you through it, very detailed, step by step. It's the 5-minute time frame. You're huge, bro. Appreciate that, Kirby. Yeah, no problem, Aaron. I think we're going to see green now with the ceasefire. We'll see. I don't believe it's going to hold, to be completely honest. Maybe I'm a pessimist, but I mean, we're already getting Saudi oil pipelines attacked, and Iran just made a statement. The U.S. will be treated as a party to any Israeli attack and face decisive response. I mean, I can definitely see Israel undermining this situation. Rowan, if that's your within your wheelhouse and you say don't trade because of an 800-point pump, that's perfectly fine, man. Others will do what they believe is best for them. Yeah, I was listening to what's his name last night. I forgot his name. A guy who's embedded over there in Israel right now. He says that the Israelis are pissed about the ceasefire. What's your bias? I don't really have one. I don't really develop a bias, man. I wait for the market to open and make a move, and whatever direction it's trending in, I try to look for a trade in that direction, targeting a clear draw on liquidity. Daggum, what's up, man? Are you thinking of waiting for FOMC? No. I will not be trading in the PM session. Did you trade Asia last night? Nope. Nope. New York AM is my session. I stick to that session. What would a clear draw on liquidity be if we're bullish? I got some stuff marked out here. Let's see. You can see these draws. I got this line here at 25,300. That's a big set of orders there on Bookmap. Then you have these previous highs above us here. You also got some standard deviation markings up here. Just certain levels. Also have levels drawn below us. Here's the 50% of that move from yesterday or from last night. This is the wick low of it. And here's New York PM low, New York AM low. That would be a massive drop if we went all the way down there. So I didn't draw anything past that point. But those are some draws. Bookmap will be the indicator of what the clear draws are. I bet the ceasefire won't hold on Polymarket. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. How's your win rate been the last 2 weeks? A better question, Foxy, would be what is your profit factor over the last 2 weeks? Profit factor is a way better indicator of whether someone's profitable or not than their win rate. Because let me explain why I say that, because that might not sound accurate to some people. Let's say you take 100 trades and you win 99 of them, but the one that you lose wipes out all the profits from the 99 that you won. You're not profitable. You've lost, you're a net negative. So a profit factor takes into consideration how big are your wins versus your losses. Now, win rate is obviously, you can take that into account as well, but the more important number is your profit factor. My profit factor is 2.8. Meaning for every dollar I lose, I make 3 basically, or close to it. You trading live funds today? No, I was joking about that, man. I'm definitely not trading the personal account today. Definitely not. You streaming tomorrow? Yes. I passed my combine yesterday. I'm low-key waiting to sit this, low-key wanting to sit the session out. Nando, then do it. If you're feeling that way, man, definitely do it. If you're feeling that way at all, do it. There's no rush to this. There's no hurry. Taking a day off is not a big deal. Take the day off. Never thought I'd see Kratos trading. Cool Jacket, did you go to UNC? I go there right now. I'm a student at UNC right now. Rising senior. Good morning, Christian. I heard today's going to be insanely volatile. I would expect so. Trading futures, yes. What broker is your live worth? AMP, AMP. Wait, you're going to stream on Thursday? I am. Class is canceled? No. I am going to make it work. What are you trading? NASDAQ futures. What's your bias today? I don't have one. Pair you trading? I'm not trading Forex. Trading NASDAQ futures. What entry are you looking for at the moment? Not looking for an entry at the moment. Got 17 minutes till market open. How long have you been trading? 5 years. Your code isn't 50% off on Lucid, bro. Yes, it is. If you're a brand new trader with Lucid, you get your first 2 accounts for 50% off. The next 5 accounts, you get for 40% off. The next, after that, all the other ones after that, you get for 30% off. So if you're new with Lucid, you will get 50% off for the first 2 accounts. Did you do the verse of the day? No, I do it at 9:20. Good morning, just joined. How do you feel about that big move overnight? It's a wild move, man. It's wild. Surely we retrace down after taking out some highs. Would not be surprised to see that. That would be what I would expect, but who knows? What I expect and what I anticipate and what the market actually does can be 2 wildly different things. Why not Forex? I'd rather trade futures. I started on Forex, not liking it. Are you profitable? No. I'm still figuring it out. That's why I'm here. I'm hoping I can find somebody in the chat that can teach me how to become profitable. Thanks for streaming on Thursday, no problem. Are you expecting a range before a FOMC breakout? I would expect some very violent moves when the market opens at 9:30. You should make a soundboard for all the answers you have to keep repeating. When did you lose your hair? I didn't lose it. Losing it would mean that I had no clue where it went. I shaved it. There you go, Presto. Love that, man. How come you don't do a bias before a trade? I mean, I do before a trade. Before the market opens, I don't typically do that. You know, my bias would just be noticing whatever trend we're in after the market opens and going with that trend. This is how I got smoked last year with the tariffs. Yeah, it's a good idea, Coop. I like that. That's smart that you can identify that and then say, I'm not going to repeat that mistake. There's nothing wrong with sitting the day out or just trading paper. Nothing wrong with that at all. If you're not comfortable, you have any sort of hesitation or doubts about trading today, listen to that gut feeling and sit this out. Did you play ball at UNC? No, I did not. I go here right now, Captain. I'm a rising senior, finishing my junior year. We got less than a month left. I am, however, full boarding some evals today. There you go. Why did you do? Oh, what did I do? I played baseball. I have a doubt feeling every day, so should I sit out every day? You go. No, you don't. Absolutely, Devin. There you go, Kevin. Take it easy today on that new funded. If you are trading it, take it easy. Don't get burned. Versus the day in 2 minutes, correct. Stephanie, how's it going? You on ES? No, this is NQ. You can see the numbers on the side of the chart. Those are NQ numbers. The price levels. It's tough, Captain. It's happening at 9:20. We're reading the verse of the day. London High. LOH is London High. Ryan, what's up, man? Trust this guy with my cat. What's your favorite Kanye song? Probably one of his newer ones. Nah, it's red. I got red hair. Very light, like strawberry blonde, red. Devin, that's gonna happen, man. Trading, you're gonna blow accounts. I mean, I've blown countless accounts, man. It's part of the process. You got to learn from each one. Make sure you're journaling. All right, here's the verse of the day. Romans 10:17. Consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. And there's another one here that I want to read if this will load that I like. For some reason, this page is having a hard time loading. I read this earlier, though. Here it is. Romans 5:10. If, when we were God's enemies, we were reconciled to him through the death of his son, how much more, having been reconciled, shall we be saved through his life? I like that. Got here just in time. Yes, you did. Guys, there's a single woman from China in the chat if anyone's interested in being friends with her. Believe it or not, the burritos are ready before market open today. Yes. You got enough for the whole chat? Coop says he'll fly her out. Hey, there you go. Taking one for the team. My green goblin mask is telling me the team. Matthew 24:13. That sounds familiar. But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Amen. Ruben, I appreciate that. Probably a whole guy. 7 minutes till market open here. It's gonna be a bloodbath for some people today. Please don't let it be you. Stay patient, size appropriately. Don't hesitate to not take a trade. If you don't feel comfortable, sit it out. Where's the opening range at? Right, Sean. What stocks are you looking at? I'm not looking at stocks. This is NASDAQ futures. Personally not trading my fundeds today, just evals. There you go. Not a bad idea, Mike. Not a bad idea. Mike says maybe ES today instead. Might be a little less volatile. I think they're both going to be pretty volatile, but just in general, ES does seem to not make those radical, these big spikes. It's a little more fluid, so not a bad idea. We'll see how it moves after the open. I would say UTC4. That's good, isn't it, Dallas? Is that good? Or is that not good? He wants some more volume. I don't know the strategy as well as some of you guys, the orb strategy. Does he want more volume than that? Or does it ES is ideal, yeah. Four minutes and 30 seconds. Anything more than 20 points on ES is considered invalid. There you go, Max. I had some very good experiences when I first started Forex, and then it went downhill very quickly. I think if the ceasefire doesn't hold, then it could potentially dump for sure. We'll see though. Obviously, I'm hoping that it does hold. I think the orb's good for some people, man. I think it does play out. I think, like I've said before, I think there's a lot of different strategies that can work. It's all about how you master your psychology. Good morning. Doing great over here, man. We're doing great. Ready to see what the market has in store. What's the goal for today? To protect my capital, to hopefully see a setup worth taking, and to protect capital. Capital preservation is the name of the game today. Charlie, go take a long walk, bro, off a short pier. I did not, Ballas. I'm gonna make a note of that. World on hold, you said? World on hold. Got it written down. I'll listen to it. What do you have to say about people barely getting in funded accounts? What do you mean? Anchor your VWAP to Lazarus. He's gone, man. I get those guys out of here as quick as I can. There you go, Nicholas. Don't oversize today, man. Take it easy. No rush. You don't have to get all that at once, man. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. $30 seconds till market open. I would recommend being flat when this opens, meaning not in a position. Five seconds. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Be patient. Aaron, let me get to that in a little bit, man. This is the 5 minute. Just tap that London low. Still a bunch of orders below us down to 25,100 on the book map. Big Mikey. Leah, appreciate the gifts. Trying to hit big and watch the new Invincible. Some orders clearing up now that we hit that London low. That's not a full sweep in my opinion. I like to see at least the 1 minute candle close below that. So I'd be careful here. Hey, TP Smash, there you go. Appreciate the gifts, Leah. Appreciate that. XO, you gotta say please, man. India and China begin ordering immediate shipments of Iranian crude at the announcement of the 2-week ceasefire agreement. Mendoza, why are you in here? Go clock in, man. Grab your time card, hit the clock. If you're late, you're going to lose some of your allocated time that you have for eating lunch, man. NASDAQ futures. NAS futures. Appreciate the follow, Nelly. Orders back up to the VWAP at 25,190 here. Just staying patient. Do you think it's a bearish day? We'll see. Yes, losses are inevitable when you first start. I was 22,000 basically in the hole before I started making any real money. That was from personal capital. Most of that was from personal capital. The rest of it was from subscriptions, other BS, blown evals. So yes, loss is inevitable. What you're anchored 6 p.m. The 6 p.m. True Day Open is what this the VWAP I was just calling out on Bookmap. The one at 25,190. I'm not in a position. I am not in a position. What helped you through the possible mental battles you had through the whole? My faith, for one, and two, I knew that I could do this. A almost delusional confidence that I knew that I could do this if I just kept doing it, if I just stuck with it and stayed patient. I saw, and this is probably arrogant, I've said this before, this is probably maybe not good to admit this, but I saw some people who I really struck me as not very intelligent who were having tremendous success at this. And my mindset was, if they can figure this out, I can figure this out. There you go, Nando. Congrats, man. That's awesome. So, bro, got my first payout on 2 accounts I copy traded. There you go, Jordy. Very nice, man. Yeah, exactly, Coop. Coming across the wire right now. Iran considering strikes on Israel. What does it say? Stop it. Oh, man, I am signed up, dude. What the fuck? Iran is considering strikes on Israel and its violation of the temporary ceasefire in Lebanon. What do I think about the new hire? What you talking about, Willis? Oh, shoot. Different train of thought going on over here, bro. Sorry. I think it'll be interesting. I've watched some of his, I mean, I don't know basketball. I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't know basketball very well. If you were to ask me about hockey, I could tell you pretty confidently about somebody. But he seems like he's good. But he's got a good track record. Was won with the Nuggets in 23, won the national title. So I think he could be a good get. All right, I'm going to dial in here. I think there's going to be some other news that comes out here shortly. You like the chair? Appreciate that, man. IRGC warns any foreign aircraft entry breaches the ceasefire. This is not going to last, guys. Why not short here? Did that move answer your question? I'm getting that from Financial Juice. It's an app, gives you live updates. Excuse me. Yeah, don't trade on your phone, Nicholas, if that's your rule. Financial Juice, yeah, that's right. Yeah, be careful, guys. Look at that. Watch this book map move. That just, I mean, some people are gonna get cooked in this. Free account, free account with their app. Yeah, Financial Juice is free. It'll only take you to learn how to read the book map. I've been watching it for a while, man. It took me about a year before I was comfortable taking trades based on what I was seeing. My man, doing great over here, bro. Trying to navigate these treacherous waters. No, I'm bouncing. I'm looking at different news things over here. Keeping an eye on what's going on. Saudi says they intercepted 9 drones over the past few hours. Stuff in my face with shawarma at work currently. That sounds amazing. Not messing with this PA. I don't blame you, man. Oh, that's the orb. That's what I have marked out there. Let me use the restroom real quick. Yeah, that's what I did, Florida. I think this one's lower, but there's some orders stacked above us that I'm not comfortable. I don't know if price is going to want to go up and grab those. You have them at 25 110 area, and then at the 25 140 area. So that would be around this zero, where you see this zero fib tracement right here. So we'll see if it spikes back up to that for a second. Or if it pushes lower. What are you trading? NQ, NASDAQ futures. Mic is muted. It shouldn't be over there. Kenny? I'm getting reverb, or I'm getting mic monitor going off. Sounds like you blew the account, David. Am I down? No, I haven't taken a trade. Order book is pretty thin right now. I think people are sitting here waiting for I think everybody's of the mindset that I am when it comes to this. I think everybody's anticipating this going bust here shortly and all hell breaking loose. I would say it's only for the patient. You got to wait for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. If it presents, if it doesn't present, don't take anything. Yeah, it should say active. And then when you sign in with TradingView with that account, make sure you're using your same Trade8 login, and make sure you're selecting demo, not live. Christian, thanks to you, sitting on my hands has been the easiest thing to grasp. There you go. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, to try to help people with that. If it says active already, then it's already been activated, Aaron. If it's not active, there'll be an activate button. So that's weird that it's already active. Might do that by default now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that's about, David. If you're using Trade8 and you have your account window at the bottom of the screen, click the view settings button in the account window, like on the bottom right. Select columns and drag over distance to draw down net liquidity and see how much drawdown you have available. If there's brackets around that, then that means you've blown through all your drawdown somehow. It's a 5-minute time frame. My cousin was playing on my computer and blew the eval. Beating will ensue. All bias aside, I think Take Profit Trader and Lucid are some of the best firms right now, and Tradeify. The strat is to have a clear direction and look for a slight pullback with the draw and liquidity, clear draw and liquidity. Right now it's super thin. The book map is very thin. So there's orders above us. I mean, but the trend is bearish, but there's still orders above. So it would be hard for me to justify getting into a short and then price shoots up and takes these orders that's above us here. So ideally what I'd want to see is these orders get absorbed, price continue the bearish trend, look for where the breakout happened, open a trade at that point, set stops just above that breakout, and target one of these lows. And there's not really tremendous lows stacked up right now. You'd want to see some more orders. I mean, you have this one big stack of orders here at 2,500 that you see, but I want to see more liquidity. I want to see more volume in the market here. How do I deposit money on TradeLocker? I don't know, man. But if you're new to trading, I don't recommend trading personal capital. Too many prop firm options to protect yourself. Definitely not where I would start. Go to the bottom left corner and sign out of your paper account. Are you signed into a paper account, Aaron? Go to the bottom left corner where it says paper and click that and sign out of that. Or sign out of whatever you're signed into. Yeah, bottom left corner of the chart. You'll click that and then click sign out. I'm using Global Plus bookmap subscription. Order flow, momentum combined with ICT. Do you have any quick advice for beginners? Stay small. Don't get carried away. Take your time. This takes a long time to get good. Be patient. There's a video on my page for beginners that I have pinned if you want to go watch that. Why do you want to go long, Nicholas? You shouldn't want anything. You should just want to take the best trade that you could possibly trade. The direction should be irrelevant. Yes, if you're new, you should definitely have other income, without a doubt. And even if you're profitable and making a bunch of money, you should be diversifying your streams of income, investing and getting involved in other things. Very few wealthy people that I know have one single stream of income. They have it coming in from all different directions. It's bookmap.com. Bookmap.com is where you get the quote-unquote heat map. Do you ever get tired of answering the same 5 questions? No, man, that's why I'm here. Try to help people. You're at you got a mental block going on there, man. What's the firm, David? Soundboard. Pre-recorded answers. I do. I chart on Tradeovate. I execute on I chart on TradingView. I execute on Tradeovate. But you will see the executions here. I have my account linked, so you will see them. Sounds like timing or your stops are too tight. Maybe lower your sizing and give yourself a wider stop. Just pass my funded. There you go. How would I start off if I was brand new? I have a video detailing exactly that on my page pinned. There you go, focus. I love that, man. As that's the result that I'm hoping for by doing these lives. Might be able to scan this price action at Walmart and it'll ring something. Going back to sleep. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Do you do this every day? I do. What do you recommend to do with the first cash out? I would say use some of it to buy another account and keep expanding. Also keep some of it in your pocket for later, because most people end up blowing accounts and going through a rough patch, and you'll need some money to be able to keep buying evals or paying bills. Appreciate that, Real. Glad it's helping. Do you have a YouTube video showing how to use Bookmap? No, I don't. You won't find many on there. It's one of those things where it's pretty easy. It's not that complicated in terms of the concepts, but it's one of those deals. I've described it in the past. Like I could sit there. This is the best analogy I can come up with, and probably the people in here are tired of hearing it. But it's kind of like a video game. Like I could teach you the rules of Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone, and you could understand it perfectly. But you're not gonna. That doesn't automatically make you good at the game. You got to play the game consistently for a long period of time before you actually get good at it. So Bookmap is very similar to that, where you're going to have to. I spend a lot of time. My girlfriend called me the other night. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was just sitting here studying Bookmap. I watch Bookmap in conjunction with TradingView and study it to learn how it moves, to learn the different behaviors, and that's what you have to do to get good at it. There are some on there, but there's not a ton. Is it blown, David? Is straight to funded worth it? I say no, because if you're passing evals easily, there's no point in paying that money. Just pass the eval. Yes, you can. You can, when you first open Bookmap, you can select, record, replay, or something like that, and then later you can go back and watch different sessions and stuff. Do the thing like I said on Tradeovate, where you can, if you have the account window, in the very top left corner, you can hit the plus button, and you'll see accounts. Drag and drop that to the bottom of your screen. Once it's there, you can hit the view settings button in the bottom right corner of that window. It's going to be in the top right corner of that window, but the window is going to be in the bottom right corner of your screen. You'll see a view settings button, and then you'll hit select columns. Look for distance to draw distance. It'll say DIST drawdown net lick. Drag that to the right side, and then you should be able to see how much drawdown you have available. If it's blown, if you've gone over the available drawdown, there'll be brackets next to the number. If there's no brackets, then whatever the number you see is what drawdown you have available. I have not, Everett. I have not. Yes, you should be, even if you have all the money to trade personal capital, I think you should still start on evals. You need to milk prop firms for 9 to 12 months consistently before I would recommend switching to personal capital. Short now? Why would you short now? That is low. $11 o'clock. That's what time I get off. and then you get a radical move like that. Look at this book map. This is just super thin right here, man. Up, down, up, down. Appreciate that, Alex. God is good. Yes, you should, Aaron. Yeah. What green are you seeing, motivation? This is a level 2 data software called Bookmap. It's institutional order flow. Right now, it's a little difficult to explain, maybe ES. So these orders that you see, these red lines, orange lines, you see this red line up here, it has 838 sell orders stacked right there. Those are limit orders set in the market. These bubbles, these dots, these are volume dots. So you see these bigger dots here, it's more volume was executed at that level. The ones that are forming currently, that's the amount of volume that's being executed right now at that level. So those are limit orders being placed or market orders being executed right there at that level. And typically what you would expect is when you see big levels of liquidity, limit orders like this, that's where price is going to target. On a day like today, it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily going to follow that rule, but it gives you a general idea of direction potentially. This is NQ. You downloaded it, bookmap.com, and you got to pay for a Bookmap subscription, and then you got to pay for data. Or you just watch my streams where I show it. Is there a benefit to using personal capital rather than funded accountants? Yeah, there's a tax benefit. But if you're losing, there's no benefit at all. If you're getting cooked, you're just throwing money away. Yeah, man. It's a 60-40 tax rule versus being taxed at a 1099 tax rate. So it's, you need to be making some substantial money, but it can be a pretty big benefit. I'm not sure, motivation. It should be clear. Taxation is theft, I agree. Price usually likes to go to those levels, JR, typically, under normal circumstances. How do I mark out my session highs and lows? I use an indicator called ICT kill zone and pivots. This indicator right here. And then it looks like this when you go to mark it out. Obviously that's just for Asia, London, New York AM, but you can get an idea here. That's how it looks. Good morning. Might have to be a no trade day. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. What happens when they're on both sides? When they're on both sides like that and you're unclear about direction, you just sit on your hands and just don't take a trade. The last time my indicator was updated. I don't know what you mean by that. What's my win rate? It's like 67%, but a more important question that you should ask people is what is their profit factor? This is a VWAP anchored to a different, it's a VWAP anchored to, there's different VWAP anchors you can use. This is anchored to the 8 a.m. New York AM open. This is anchored to something different. Appreciate that, Hennessy. No, it's not my indicator, motivation. It's not my indicator. Profit factor is 2.8. I am not in the trade, no. Yeah, there you go, Jimmy. That's a ridiculous profit factor, man. If that's over the course of a long period of time, that's an amazing profit factor. If it's a trailing drawdown, then yes, David. I think if I earn 2,500 and lose 1,000, then you're down 1,500. If you're trailing drawdown, you would be down 1,500. Right? Is that right? No, you'd be down 1,000. If it's a trailing drawdown, it's so your peak balance, whatever the distance is between your current balance and your peak balance, that's how much drawdown you're in. The blue line, this is a VWAP, and it's from this indicator right here. It's anchored to the 8 a.m. New York session open. Same with this indicator. It's 15-minute. First 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. It's an orb strategy that some people in here trade, so I keep it on there for them. Loads of people are in short. I think this VWAP is holding this up here, creating a very strong level of resistance. If we were to start consistently trading under it, I would say shorts would probably be good down to this Asia low at least, but right now price is just hung up right here. You love that PA type? Yeah, I see you. I have an indicator that shows me where they are, ICT kill zone and pivots, and then I use the ray tool to mark those out. So this is my chart with no indicators turned on right now. I mark these out with the ray tool. I have a bunch of preset templates here that I use. So I mark all those out. So I use the indicator to show me where they are, then I mark them out so I can turn the indicator off. That's smart, Aaron. Smart, man. Yeah, don't jump in too early. Definitely, I would sit this one out. Look at the 1 minute. Yeah, it's probably just. Anyone who's in a trade right now just wants to be in a trade. I say that with all love, but if you're in a trade right now, you're just wanting to be in a trade. No, it just means you can't trade for the rest of the day, David. No, you're not bothering me, man. Christian, can the next prize be a funded account? Oh boy, me think I'm made of money over here. I got a concealed carry, man. It's okay. I'm looking at Bookmap. I got it right here. Teaching me discipline, not gonna lie. I love that, man. Yeah, no problem, Aaron. Have a good day, man. Way to be disciplined. It's a great tip about the 15-minute. I don't know about the 9:15. I'm talking Eastern time, the 8 to 8:15 Eastern time, 8 to 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, is this orb strategy right here. And it's not I don't trade the strategy. There's people in here that do. They can probably answer any questions you have. Haven't taken any trades now. Opinion on trading PM. I personally think that you should trade one session. That's my get intimately familiar with one session, trade that session. I trade New York AM. Six hours, my go-to. I'm not in the trade, Daryl, no. Ceasefire's gone. Iran will withdraw from the ceasefire agreement if attack on Lebanon continues. Iran says ship owners need to receive permission from Iran directly to transit, or they will be targeted and destroyed. Several vessels in the Gulf received messages claiming to be from the Iranian Navy saying Hormuz is still closed. Trump to PBS. Hezbollah and Lebanon will be taken care of too. All right, so we should expect this to start dumping. You seem a little angry. No one's angry over here. I'm chilling, man. Where'd you get that from? London. I'd say London is a great session, Maddie. I had a class this past summer, last summer actually, because we're getting ready to be here in this summer. But last summer I had a class at 9:45 a.m. And so I woke up super early every day and would trade the London session. And I had some great results from that. Do you believe in prop firms? What do you mean? What do you mean believe? I trade prop firms and make money with them. Yeah, the 8 a.m. word did play out. It can be, Hero. I haven't traded it in a while. Like I said, last summer was when I was trading it pretty heavily, and it was really good then. There was one setup that would happen almost every single day at the same exact time, and it was the same setup. We'd sweep an Asia high or low, and it would just reverse immediately, and I was trading that like every day. Everett P365 with the 18 round mag. Yeah, it's not my indicator. It's this indicator right here. So when you download or when you apply this indicator inside of TradingView, no safety. When you apply this indicator inside of TradingView, the default will have this. You'll have to scroll down where it says New York opening range. It'll have it by default from 9:30 to 9:45. You'll have to change that to if you're going to trade. If you're talking about the 8 to 8:15 orb that you want to trade, you'll have to change this from 8 to 8:15, like I have here. That's a big boy, Everett. Better make sure there's nothing behind whatever you're taking down. Why don't you put some music on? Because every time I do, TikTok shadow bans my lives. They send me a message and they end up not pushing my stuff to the For You page. I would think this news about, I mean, it sounds like this ceasefire is on the rocks here. You would think this is going to want to just absolutely dump, but we'll see. Stay patient. When it does, we'll capitalize, or if it does. Yeah, it is. It's resting. The COB is current order book, and the SVP is orders that have been executed. The session range volume profile is where orders have been executed at those levels. How many orders have been executed at those levels throughout the session? I don't rely on the AMs. All right, David, take care, man. Sorry about your issues that you're having. This price action is horrible. Yeah, I would expect it to dump, though, man. I don't know. No, I think that they do for sure. Yeah, it's just not a part of my strategy. Why not go short? Because it's not guaranteed. Waiting for some strong movements. For sure, Nick, yeah. VWAP is really the only one that I use consistently. Financial Juice, Daryl. Download the app Financial Juice. You can make a free account and it'll look like this. And you'll just get live, up to the minute updates about news. If you want to learn ICT, I would go through the ICT 2022 mentorship on YouTube. If you find it hard to, Everett, Financial Juice. If you find it hard to deal with that guy, go to T Trades. T is in Trump, T Trades. He teaches the same concepts in a more palatable format. There you go. Yeah, the 21 a.m., 70 a.m., 90 a.m. There's different strategies for sure. I'm of the mindset, man. I always talk about. I think that you can find success with a lot of different strategies with trading. What is going to determine your success isn't the strategy in and of itself. It's going to be your ability to master your psychology. So there's people that have plenty of success trading order flow, momentum trading, ICT trading, supply and demand trading, even trend line trading. But what's going to determine your success is your ability to master your psychology. Your ability to not overtrade, your ability to not FOMO, your ability to not over leverage, your ability to walk away when you're ahead, your ability to walk away when you're behind. If you can't master the psychological part of trading, it doesn't matter what strategy you trade, you'll never find success. No sort of long-term sustainable success. Financial Juice. You can download Financial Juice. If you're looking for scheduled economic events, I use forexfactory.com. If you're looking for live, up to the minute, any sort of Trump tweets, any sort of just any news whatsoever that could affect what's going on, download Financial Juice. You'll have, the app looks like this when you're using it. You'll get live, up to the minute updates about what's going on. Yeah, no problem, Ezra. All right, I'm gonna call Daisy. All right, King, we'll take care, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Pete, take care, man. Peter, take care. Yeah, that 700-point move last night was crazy. Is what considered a VWAP indicator? Financial Juice. Financial Juice. TJR just got stopped out for the second time today. It happens. It does happen. Specs, are you running on your PC? Look at this, starting to get a little movement here. 4090 GPU, i9 processor, 64 gigs of RAM, a couple terabytes of SSD. Yeah, it's another VWAP. There's a 855 sell orders on ES at 68.14 that just popped up. There you go, 7. We'll see you tomorrow, man. One of my bots just followed me. Yeah, it happens as soon as you follow. Potentially lower your sizing, Eli. It's a weird psychological phenomenon where we cut our winners short and let our losers run. Or you could just turn your mouse off. This is in queue. You motivation. You, or who was it that just asked that? Bumbaclot. Look at the right side of your screen. You see how it says we're in the 24,000 price range, 24, 25,000. That is an indicator that we're on NQ, not ES. ES is only in the 6,000s. Yeah, whatever works for you, Crash. Definitely a psychological thing. 24,900. 20 big stack at 2,500. There's a stack down at 24,900. There's a stack at 24,950. 2,500 is where there's a lot of orders stacked. So basically just below that Asia low. Anyone want to play charades? I just go with one mini, man. If it's really volatile and hectic conditions, I'll drop down to 5 micros. If I take a trade on a mini and I get stopped out, sometimes I'll switch over to 5 micros just to be safe, just as anticipating maybe I'm not seeing price the way that I should that day, or price just isn't moving in my favor that day. So it all depends, but I typically stick with just one mini. Correct, Alejandro. Joey, this is NASDAQ futures. There's tons of orders stacked at 2,500 down here. I would expect at some point, this is going to violently give us one of these quick movements down. But I could be wrong. I would expect just a boom, just a big dump for a second. It might not continue through that level, but just to snag all those orders. Yeah, that's like a 10-point stop on ES for 1 minute, isn't it, Alejandro? Something like that. Should I set a sell? No, Jimmy, you should not. I wouldn't do limit orders, especially not in this market. Definitely not. Yeah, I would agree with you, Alejandro. Almost at 21K on TikTok, guys. Yeah, I had some success. I was doing well. I became a lot more consistent when I implemented Bookmap. Yeah, I don't follow anyone, man. Fullerton, I appreciate that, by the way. But no, I don't follow anyone for that specific reason, because there's so many bots that try to pretend to be me that an easy way to determine whether it's me or not, or one way, is most of those accounts follow people. I don't follow anyone. Do you recommend backtesting? I do initially when you're new. I think oil tankers passing through Hormuz have been stopped after Israel's ceasefire breach. I don't know why this isn't dumping. I really don't. How did Bookmap help you most? Determining entries and exits and when to not take a trade. I trade certain ICT concepts sometimes, and when you see Bookmap completely going against the ICT setup that you're about to take, for instance, if you were seeing a good market structure in terms of ICT for a long position, but then on Bookmap you see tons of orders below where your stop would be, for me that's like, okay, I'm not going to take that trade because most likely price is going to want to come take those orders. And it saved me a lot of money making that decision, or using Bookmap to make that decision. And inversely, when you see a perfect ICT setup and you're like, all right, there's no orders down there, and there's tons of orders above us here, and it's, you know, ICT is lined up with this too, it's a good confluence to add to your decision making about taking a trade. Where do you get your news from? Financial Juice and Forex Factory. The headlines that I'm reading you are from Financial Juice. It should dump. The oil prices going up usually means NASDAQ goes down. That's typically how it works. You think it's a good idea to call it for a day? If that's what you're feeling, I think you should definitely listen to your gut. Yes, Santi. You nailed it. Holy cow, I'm hungry, dude, and I did meal prep. I need to meal prep. All right, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. How long you been trading? 5 years. I very rarely suggest using limit orders. Very rarely. Yes, Rashad, I say if you're debating going and hitting legs right now, go do that. $213 sell orders at 25,065 on NQ. Is Financial Juice delayed? I don't think so. Moved it up to 75 now. They're fishing price. There's 846 sell orders at 65.14 on ES. Sitting on our hands over here, Kevel. 68, yeah, sorry. 68.14. Sorry. Hello, Johnny. Why is it dumping so much? Why is it not dumping more is the question. Props to whoever's been surviving that. There's a big stack of orders right at 2,500, so might not take them, but we'll see. Took that Asia, barely. How would you even consider that? No candle closure below it. there's still a big stack of orders at 2,500. $370 buy orders right there, but this is what I'm seeing on ES. ES has this big stack still up here. I'm just using bookmap data. How do you access bookmap? Download it at bookmap.com. Got fried today? Learn when to sit on your hands. That would be my advice. Yeah, it's bookmap. Definitely sit on your hands more, Hubert. I would be very cautious trading days like today, especially if it was your first eval. Discernment about when to get in the market and when to stay out. They're buy orders, 382 of them. Oliver Velez, I'll check him out. What told you to stay out of the market today? Not seeing what I want to see. Knowing, I made a video last night knowing that we were going to see some interesting or less than ideal price action today, potentially. Also, I'm reading headlines here, and we're not matching up with what I would anticipate. You got headlines saying oil tankers passing through the Hormuz Strait have been stopped after Israel's ceasefire breach. You got Iran will withdraw from the ceasefire agreement if attack on Lebanon continues. You have Trump saying Hezbollah in Lebanon will get taken care of. IRGC warns any foreign aircraft entering their airspace will be considered a breach of the ceasefire. Iran is considering strikes against Israel amid its violation of temporary ceasefire in Lebanon. All of those would indicate to me that we want to dump. The price was just hanging out. So I want to see clear fluid movements and not this consolidation like we had. We had consolidation for 20 minutes or so right here. Just not ideal, hanging out around this VWAP. So when I'm seeing that, I typically say, all right, I'm going to just hold off. Just got a call from Barry and he told me to lose the number. My Asia runs from 1900 to 2 a.m. I'm not sure what their minimum is, Zach. I don't trade personal capital through Trade-A-Bait. I also don't recommend trading personal capital if you haven't been rinsing prop firms for at least 9 to 12 months. Are we doing a dumpy do here? Is this the break loose? Big order at 950. Yeah, this is the dumpy do. I don't know how low this will go, but there's a massive order that just got taken right there. Kuwait says there was attacks targeting several sites, including power stations, resulting in severe material damage to infrastructure facilities and generation units and fuel tankers. Is this not exactly what I said last night in the video I posted? Go watch the video I posted last night and tell me what I said is not exactly what's happening right now. Bro, you literally called it. Yeah, I did. That's what they do, man. Their behavior is predictable. No filter, what do you think is the best prop firm and why? I think right now Lucid is one of the best for beginners. There's no time limit. You don't get recharged after 30 days. A lot of firms, they recharge you the subscription fee after 30 days. They don't do that with Lucid. Lucid's payouts are unbelievably fast. Literally, a payout by the time you request it and it gets into your bank account sometimes is under a minute. So it's very fast. They don't have trailing drawdown. It's end of day drawdown. The flex accounts, you can get a payout. I mean, you got to have 5 after you pass and you start your funded. You have to have 5 days of $150 profit or more on the 50K accounts. Pretty easy to do that, and then you can get a payout. I think those are really good reasons. Just watch that video. You literally predicted it. Yeah. This is pushing back up because the report just came out that this Saudi oil pipeline that was attacked will not shut down after the strike. Saudi says that the pipeline damage is limited. You're looking for pies. Well, that was a solid move back up. You could have taken 60 points. All right, here, take it easy, man. I would say be very, very careful. What happened, Neely? This acts like it wants to just pump. It's hard to tell. I'm watching the movement here on Bookmap, and it's acting like it wants to pump. In Q is. And ES, look at ES stacked up there. We'll see. Time do I decide I'm done for the day? Right about now. Very, very soon. I want to see if we get a pump out of this, just for my own curiosity. Ty, what's up, man? Bookmap has a big stack of orders there at 25,050, and it's got orders down back to 2,500. Orders heavy back down to 2,500 here. Let's see if this holds. There you go, Mike. All right, it's 11 o'clock. It's my cutoff time. Got to stay disciplined, follow my rules. Love you guys. If you're new, drop a follow. We're live every day. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern every day. So love you guys. We also are doing a free, every Sunday we do a free giveaway. Sundays at 5 p.m. giveaway, free evals. So the Discord's totally free. The giveaways are free. You just got to join the Discord, go to the giveaway channel and enter the most recent giveaway. So 9 a.m. every day, 9 a.m. So love you guys. Take care. We'll be back tomorrow. If you're green, don't give any of it back. If you're red, don't make it worse. Don't blow any accounts either. Go to the Financial Juice website, see if it'll give you a link to the download there, or Google it. Bookmap one last time. And I'm out. We'll see you guys later.